More laughter.
Tama po, tama.
More fun.
Sit here.
Dude, again, just a plug.
More LAC. Only here on INCRadio, Los Angeles.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone tuning in to INC Radio Los Angeles. Thank you so much once again for everybody who is tuning in currently. Right now, here the in Los Angeles, it is 9 a.m. at Pacific Standard Time, and in the Philippines, it is 12 a.m. I am Sister Jalen coming to you from the local congregation of Eagle Rock, and I am not alone today. I have our wonderful co-host with me, Kuya Paul. Good morning, Kuya Paul.
Good morning, Ate Jaylin. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to everyone who's tuned in on to IC Radio Los Angeles. Thank you once again for joining us. Ate J, are you okay? Are you still sleeping?
A little bit, Kuya Paul, but it's okay. We want to thank everybody here for spending their morning here with us.
I know it's early morning here in LA. Obviously, it's what like around midnight there in the Philippines. So for those na hindi pa natutulog dyan in the Philippines, thank you for joining us as well. And for everyone who's here in Los Angeles, thank you for allowing us to join you on your breakfast tables. Hopefully, you're enjoying your coffee, your bacon and eggs. They're talking about it in the chat. Someone said tosilog, tosino, sinangag, itlog. Ooh.
Where is that? Where do we go for that?
I mean, we do have one right here. We have our Filipino grocery store nearby, and yeah, we always go there Thursday morning right after church for breakfast. Oh, shout out to Brother Sergio for paying for our breakfast 2 Thursdays ago, and Brother Gabs for paying last Thursday. I guess it's me on this coming Thursday. so, so what's up, Auntie J? How are you? I haven't seen you in a while.
I am doing very well, Kuya Paul. I was telling you this morning that I have not had coffee in 3 weeks, so we're surviving off of the vibes.
Good for you. I don't know if I can actually give up coffee, especially like in the morning. I actually had coffee before I went to sleep last night, and now I'm having coffee in the morning. Yeah, like I don't know. Coffee is life for me.
How does that happen? Because sometimes, like previously, I've had coffee at like 2 p.m. and then that would keep me up all night. So that's another issue.
Oh, I think I'm immune to caffeine already. It doesn't work for me. It's just like I just crave for the taste.
That makes sense. But Kuya Paul, I am very glad to be here once again because of our continuation of our topic, right? Um, it is
Yes.
very nice and very cool to see and hear about everything that all of the brethren in LAC are up to.
Why are you laughing? Kuya Tex says, "Oh, Kuya Irene says, we're both alike. Kape is life."
It is like, I get it.
Sorry, Ate J. Before you cut, I rudely interrupted you. You were saying.
No, you're so good. No. So I am excited once again to discuss the achievements and all of the awards of all of the brethren in our district. It's honestly very cool to watch and see what everybody has been up to. What do you think, Kuya Paul, with our continued topic?
Oh yeah, like what you mentioned, all the achievements, all the awards, all the accolades. Speaking of, actually, our guest for this morning's podcast is uh, he wouldn't let me call it just his award. It's actually a group effort when his group won an Emmy award. For all of you tuned in, obviously we are not sponsored by any award giving bodies here in the United States. So if you want to look up what an Emmy award is, you can go ahead. But not only that, most especially the district of LAC has won multiple awards many years in a row for in cinema and also for the INCMV awards. Yeah, who's our guest today?
So, our guest for today will be Brother Ed Alva from the local congregation of Santa Clarita.
Yeah, brother Alva. For those who doesn't know, he is our district multimedia director, and he was gracious enough to allow us to interview him. To give us some background, where he went to college, and everything that he's achieved in behalf of the district. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for everyone to watch our interview. Obviously, Kuya Tech is actually queuing that up right now. Yeah. Are we ready, Ate J?
I believe so, whenever Kuya Tech is ready. So, if you guys
Uh
do want to grab your cups of coffee,
huh. You don't wanna miss this. You're gonna enjoy this. So go ahead, Kuya Tech. Oh, brother Stefan, go ahead with your interview.
Welcome to another episode of INCRadio Los Angeles Livelihood, Achievements, and Careers episode. Today is a very special episode as we are interviewing our own multimedia director in our own district, Brother Ed Alva. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Brother Ed Alva. I am from the local congregation of Santa Clarita. I am a deacon, a TSV officer, and I'm also the district multimedia director here in the district of LIC. My job title is post-production manager.
What made you decide to pursue a career in the film and television industry?
I actually was not interested in film initially. I never really thought about doing film until studying it in college. I really liked how, especially for my field, because I work in documentary film, we get to tell real stories of real people and give them a platform to share their stories.
Did you have to go to school to be a post-production manager? Which school did you go to, and what was your major?
I went to UC Irvine. It's not really known for its film program. The reason being is because I went in as a music major. It's actually kind of a funny story. When I was a kid, I was interested in art. I would draw, I would do comic books and flip books, but I did not even think to pursue filmmaking. In middle school and high school, I was in the band, so marching band and concert band. And in high school, the concert band was able to go to New York to perform at Carnegie Hall, which is one of the most prestigious theaters in New York and in the world. So to be able to do that and to perform at that level, that was something that I thought, oh, maybe I can do music as my major. So I applied to be a music major at UC Irvine, and I got in. But I got my acceptance letter late, and so I missed my audition date for UC Irvine. And so they said, oh, well, you can't be a music major because you missed your audition date, but we can put you in the arts department, the art school, so you can explore like what you want to do. You can reapply to be a music major, or you can do something else, but you're still in UC Irvine. So I said, okay, at least I'm accepted somewhere. And so I went to UCI and I did photography. I learned drawing, painting, graphic design. But what really drew me the most was the filmmaking program. Because growing up, I had all of these interests in art and music and design, but there was no real unified thing that involved all of them, except for filmmaking. Because films, it incorporates sound and music, as well as composition, color theory, all of those things that I've always been interested in, but never really had a focus. Like I didn't know which one to choose because there were so many options. And so filmmaking really was, I didn't know it at the time, but that was, oh, wow. It wasn't a coincidence that happened, right? If it wasn't for the acceptance letter being sent to me late, I could have been a tuba player, a professional tuba player. But instead, I was exposed to all of these different forms of art and able to use that in my film career and then also in the multimedia.
In one of your projects, you were included in a group that has won an Emmy Award. How special is it to be part of a group that has won an Emmy?
It's really humbling to be a part of a team that has won a prestigious award like an Emmy Award. In Hollywood, you have different awards for different forms of entertainment, So for films, like movies, they have the Academy Awards or the Oscars. For TV and series, you have the Emmy Awards. And so Emmy Awards is sort of like the pinnacle of achievement in the TV entertainment industry. And so our film was able to win Best Documentary as well as Best Investigative Journalism. The same project that won the 2 Emmys, we were nominated for an Oscar for Best Documentary. And then for another project, we were nominated for Best Original Song. So those are just some of the awards that the projects that I've worked on have been able to achieve.
Speaking of, which specific awards given to LEC were you part of?
For the awards that we've done for the INC music video, as well as the In Cinema Awards, I've been so blessed to receive recognition from the church administration for Best Director, Best Editing, as well as Best Film and Best in Promoting Christian Values.
How would you describe the feeling as a multimedia director in our district to be part of those very special recognitions?
Working on these types of projects is such a collaborative effort. It's not due to the efforts of one person alone. To see all of the talent in our district and to be the one to kind of oversee all of that great talent, I'm very grateful to the district for them putting that trust in me and my ability to lead the brethren. There's just so many brethren who are not even professionals, but they have such passion and drive to participate in these types of activities, and I think it's really great to see that, especially as the multimedia director.
Back in 2020, during the time of COVID, there was an in-cinema film entry that was made called Lost Connection. How special was this project for you, and how hard was it to put this together since there was many restrictions?
Yeah, obviously 2020 was a hard time for everyone, especially when it came to film. Like what I said before, it's such a collaborative experience. The entertainment world in general, we were all trying to figure out, well, how do we make movies when you can't be in the same room as people? Even though we did have those restrictions in place, the church administration still allowed us to have the In Cinema project. It really challenged us in like the best ways how to create a story despite all of those restrictions. And so we definitely had to utilize video conferencing to talk, and we used that to our advantage. The platform and the actual conceit of the film, Lost Connection, was it all takes place in front of phones and computers and all of that stuff that people were not really familiar with back in 2020. And that was a key part of the story. One of the main characters had no idea how to mute themselves. It injected humor into it, but it also was relatable to a lot of people who were trying to struggle to make those connections when they couldn't make those connections in real life. What was really impactful was the one film shoot that we did have with the people, like obviously socially distanced and outside, but the one actual film shoot that we did have, it really showcased the actual connection that the main character, the overseer, had with his sakop, with the person that he was looking for months and months and months and couldn't find him. The contrast between having them only interact via text message and only interact through this tiny little rectangle, and then seeing them face to face and having the overseer open the gate and let him back into the house of worship to pray. That was and still is one of my favorite projects to this day.
How are the projects that we do for church different from the ones in your line of work? What makes our church projects unique?
For the projects that we do in Hollywood and in the entertainment industry, and specifically in my line of work as a documentarian, we like to tell stories, and we like to tell true stories to try to move people, to galvanize people either into thinking a different perspective or having them just empathize with the people that they see on screen. There's a similarity, I think, with the projects that we do in the In Cinema projects, the INC music video, the In Center Stage, in that we too are trying to reach people and trying to impact their lives as well. The difference, though, is that we're trying to edify the brethren in their faith. And if we do a good job in the films that we do, not just the brethren, but also the other people who are not yet members in the church, having them watch it and say, you know, oh, these people are going through problems in their life. These people have struggles that they're dealing with, but despite all of those struggles, they're able to overcome them, and they're able to deal and move and grow from them because of their beliefs in their church. I want that too. So I think that's the real difference. You know, you can get awards for, you know, Emmys and Oscars, but the awards that you get, it's nothing compared to the reward that you get once you join the church, which is salvation.
Where do you get your inspirations when it comes to thinking of fresh ideas for our upcoming church projects?
Finding ideas, I think, is one of the hardest parts, right? That's the first step when it comes to creating a film. And I think what's great, though, is each person has their own story. We talk to brethren and we ask them, like, what is your story? Like, what are you going through right now? And I think, you know, as an overseer myself, when I talk to my sakop, they have their problems as well. Not everyone is perfect. And I think that's what makes for a good story, for them to grow and to change as people and to grow stronger in their faith. Lost Connection was actually a pretty personal story for myself, drawing from my own experiences, because, you know, I was going through a tough time in my life. You know, I just graduated from college. I was getting started in my career in filmmaking, and I just got so caught up with work that the priorities were different. And it wasn't until my overseer came up to me and said, like, well, what do you want? What do you want? And I really had to take a long, hard look at myself and say, like, well, what do I want? And if it wasn't for him, you know, I would have probably still been in film, and I probably would have still been working, but I would not have been able to be here. I probably would not have met my wife or had my kids. So thank God that my overseer was there to save me, to keep me safe. So.
How do you balance your time from your busy work schedule, responsibilities to your family, to performing your duties in the church?
I think first and foremost, I have to prioritize church first. I've been so blessed that, especially after COVID times, the film industry has shifted, and a lot of the work that I used to do in the office, I'm completely remote now. I work from home. And so I'm able to spend more time with my family and spend more time with my kids, to be able to perform my duties. Again, I don't think that's a coincidence, to have a job that allows me to do that. Yeah, I prioritize my duties first, and everything else just kind of falls into place.
What is your dream project?
We have the regional In-Cinema Awards every year, and we all come together and we showcase the achievements of all of the different districts. And, you know, there's talent in our district, but there's talent across all the districts. It would be so cool to have an inter-district in-cinema production. Each district has a strength, you know, and take all of them, put them together. I think that would be my dream project, to be able to help lead that and to be a part of that. That would be so good. That would be so good.
To whom do you attribute all the successes you achieved in your life?
All of the success, all of the achievements, I could not have done without the help of our Almighty God. It's because of Him that He led me towards this path. I didn't even know it. I didn't know that my career would then lead me to be a part of the multimedia in our district and to lead the church in this part of the world in creating these projects that edify all of the brethren who watch our projects. If it wasn't for Him, I don't know where I would be. And thank God that I'm inside the Church of Christ.
Do you have any shout-outs?
Thank you so much to the District of Los Angeles County for, again, putting their trust in me to lead the district multimedia. Thank you to the church administration. It's because of them that we're allowed to make projects like this a reality. Thank you to all of the cast and the crew of all of the productions. Again, we couldn't have done it without everyone's help. And truly from the bottom of my heart, these in cinema, these INCA music video, in center stage productions, they have changed my life. It's allowed me to grow myself, not just in my career, but also in my faith as well. Thank you so much, Bo. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brother Ed Alva. You are truly an inspiration to all of us, and we are really inspired and very determined that you are always going to work hard, especially in your offices. Thank you so much to everyone that has been tuning in to INCRadio Los Angeles. Again, for those that are tuning in, we have just interviewed our own Brother Ed Alva, our multimedia director in our district. With that being said, thank you so much, and we'll throw it back to you.
All right. Thank you so much, Brother Stefan, and thank you so much, Brother Ed, again for allowing us to interview you. It was really like an inspiring story, huh, Ate J?
I completely agree. You and I have both had the pleasure of working with Brother Ed, especially for all of the projects that we do here in the District of Los Angeles County, California. So it's really nice to hear how it all started and all of the things that kind of led him to this moment. That was really nice.
I know. I recognize one person. Does this look familiar?
I was like, who is that actor? Why does he look so familiar to me? Let me think about that for a second.
For everyone who saw that clip, that's what I do here in Oxford. I open the gate for the brethren to come in. Anyway, what's going on? What's next? What's next, Ate J?
Okay, so for our next part, we will be doing our weather report. So our weather report will be done today by one of our very own Brother Rafi Lopez from the local congregation of Oxnard. Good morning, Brother Rafi.
Good morning.
How's it going? What's the weather report for today, Brother Rafi?
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Currently it is 9:23 a.m. and the weather here in Oxnard City, California is cloudy, with 75 degrees being the highest and 62 degrees being the lowest. It is a perfect day for a walk, but don't forget to wear your sunscreen and sunglasses. That is all for me, reporting live for INC Radio Los Angeles studio from the local congregation of Oxnard. I am Brother Rafael Lopez, bringing you more laughter, more fun, more elation.
Okay, thank you so much, Brother Rafael. So, do you have any plans for today with the weather being so nice out there in Oxnard?
I don't think so. I don't know.
It's all good. Did you have any shout outs for today, Brother Rafael?
Yeah, I would like to shout out my dad because we just celebrated his birthday yesterday.
Very cool. So happy birthday from all of us here at INC Radio Los Angeles. And thank you once again, Brother Rafael, for the weather report. I am very jealous of you and Kui Paul out there for 74 degrees. I don't know how much it's gonna be today, but I don't want to know.
Ah, Ate J, it's not that far. It's not that far for you. If you don't have anything to do, you are always welcome in Oxnard.
Why, thank you. I think I will take you up on that invitation.
There you go. So before I forget, there's like a few shout outs that has been relayed to me. Belated happy. We do have a lot of August birthday celebrants. Belated happy birthday to Sister Micah Sibo. She's actually in the Philippines right now. Sister Jabel Makadangdang, the lovely wife of Ka Andrew. Happy belated birthday po. I didn't get to greet her last week, so Sister Adrienne Feliciano, happy belated birthday as well. And to Brother Rafi's dad, Brother Alan Lopez, and to your twin as well. Happy birthday. And to Sister Jonas Sibo, happy birthday, belated happy birthday. Yeah, in behalf of me and also Sister AJ and Brother Ivan Capistrano. Who else, Ate J?
So we also have a whole bunch of people in our live chat. So we will shout out everyone as much as we can. But so I do see a lot of people tuning in from hashtag Oxnard, hashtag Eagle Rock, hashtag Burbank, hashtag LA, and hashtag NoHo. So I want to shout out to everybody there specifically in all of these local congregations across the board for Los Angeles County, California. I do also would like to relay the same shout outs as Cleo Paul, but it's okay. So if we could read off some of the comments from today, happy viewing po from hashtag Eagle Rock from Sister Rosalind Soto. We also have Sister Jackie Atienza. Good morning, po. Greetings, po, to all. Happy viewing po from the city of gorgeous roses. Hashtag PAS. So from Pasadena. We also have Sister Mylene Cushio from the local congregation of North Hollywood. And we also have so many brethren in the live chat also talking about how they are very inspired and very proud of Brother Ed for all of his achievements. Cleo Paul, do we have any more shout outs or?
I do have a handful more, just a few more. Shout out to our ministers and workers, especially Brother Ejim Cordova, Brother William Julian. Sabi po, mahal na Kalinuel, how are you po? Brother Ed Lester, thank you for allowing me to use your office. And to Kadeen. All right. Oh, we're almost done. Ate
Oh,
J,
wow.
why don't you let everyone know what's going on this coming weekend?
Okay, so for our upcoming activities tomorrow, we will be having our opening ceremony for our Unity Games out in Chatsworth. I don't have the location with me currently.
I
Do you
I
happen to have that one, Clue?
I think it's at first, if I'm not mistaken, it's as first place. What is it? First place sports complex. This is at 9400 Penfield Avenue, Chatsworth, California.
And that will be tomorrow at 4 p.m. And then we also have our joint CFO meeting happening this weekend. So if you have already had it or if you do not know your schedule yet, just reach out to any of the CFO officers in your local.
Yep, and also a reminder: all players who would like to participate for Unity Games, you actually need to be there tomorrow. We're gonna see you there tomorrow. It's gonna be another fun-filled, busy afternoon, but it's always heartwarming to see our brethren from the district of LAC. All right, we do have a couple more minutes. At TJ, you have your shout outs with you. You have any personal shout outs?
So I would like to I see that there is a shout out for Sister Rosalind Soto for her birthday today. So happy birthday, Paul. And then to the local congregation of Eagle Rock. Hello everyone. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for
Oh
tuning
yeah.
in.
I saw it earlier too. Apparently, they're also August baby, Sister Valerie and
Mhm.
Sister Myris. I'm not quite sure when is your birthday, but happy birth month.
Right, right. Happy birthday. Also to Kuya AJ Atienza from Pasadena because his birthday was also last week.
Is it? Oh, see, there's a lot. There's a lot
So
of August.
many. So yeah,
I
so shout out
know.
to everybody who was born in August. Happy birthday.
All right. Well, we do have like one more week for August to bring you another livelihood achievement and career next week. For now, we have to say goodbye. Bye. But yeah, we will definitely see you again next week. We will not obviously we can't forget to thank everyone who's tuned in, to our guest, Brother Ed Alva, Brother Rafi Lopez from Oxnard, and also shout out to our executive producer, Kuya Manly. Thank you po sa amin pong multimedia overseer, Brother Andrew, to our CFO overseer, Brother Pierre. Kumusta po kayo dyan? At syempre, ang ating pong district ministers po, ang ating assistant district minister, Ka Willie. Kumusta po? I miss you po. I haven't seen you in a while. And also, Ka June, who I always see, aming district minister. Kamusta po kayo? Good morning po. At special thanks po to our CFO coordinator, Brother Angelo Iranio V. Manalo, at sa ating pong pinakamamahal na tagapamalapakalatan, ang kapatid na Eduardo V. Manalo. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat po. Mahal na mahal po namin kayo. We love you so much. We will see you again next week. Tune in for more laughter, more fun, more LAC. Thank you, Kuya Tek. Wave, Rafi.
Bye.